Hello, hello, hello. It's Sunday, International Women's Day, Lisa Copeland, and I wanted to pop on and see if I could get some of my girls on here so we can talk all about women and just about today that was made to honor women all over the world. No matter where you live, no matter what your race is, your nationality, your ethnicity, whatever it is, um, it is to honor you. Hey, Elise Kephart. So, Elise, share this out. I want you girls to share this out. I want to get all the women on here and I want to talk about girl power. I love all the posts that are flying around. And I will tell you, Anthony Santangelo, if you're out there and you're tuning in, how sweet of you to write about all your friend girls, right? And write a little blurb about us. Like, y'all, that takes time. It takes effort. And I just want to salute our friend Anthony Santangelo for his sweet post. Hey, Anthony, I was just talking about you. I hope you heard about it. But Anthony, just how kind you were to make that post today that, supporting women and you're somebody who really does support women and, by hiring them and recruiting them into the automotive industry. But I wanted to jump on. Oh, thanks, Elise. I loved that post, right? Like every one of us is in this game of life together, ladies. And, I have been really blessed that later on in life, I have found the most amazing, loyal group of friends in the history of planet Earth. Like, I know that I could walk into any battle and they've got my back. I know that they'd take a bullet for me. They'll also tell me the truth when they think that I'm out of line, which me, get out of line ever. Carrie Reese, Wise, how are you, Carrie Wise? I miss you. I miss your sweet face. Anyways, and Vanjie, hi, how are you? Anyways, but how many times, y'all, and I thinking about women today, and I was writing a blog and I thought, I'm just going to jump on and see which one of my friends gets on today, and been sharing texts back and forth with people because there are so many of you that inspire me, with a couple of them being on here today, my dear friends, Elise Kephart and Carrie Wise and Vanjie. I don't know that I know you, but thank you for being on here today. But, who are the women that inspire you? Who are your cheerleaders? I think about Renee Bengelsdorf and I went to a dinner the other night. And, I was more excited to tell her story to the people sitting at our table than my story. Right. And, because I'm so proud of her being, the top woman jet broker in the world. And I'm so proud of you, Elise, seeing what you're doing as a single mom now and, crushing it in business. And Carrie Wise, you're a badass. Let's be real. You're such a huge part of the success of TrueCar. And anybody that popped on here, Sandy, how are you? Thank you for that. Sandy with an I and Sandy with a Y. But, if we don't encourage each other, I think about what goes on in the world, like every single day. I mean, we're working like 16 hours a day right now with this whole mortgage thing, which I am not complaining. I'm grateful. But, we're working a lot. And it's been crazy with these low interest rates. And, I just think about the friends that reach out to me, that encourage me every single day, that root for me. All of us have been there, right? We've all been there when we have been in a situation, whether it's at work, whether it's at home or whatever, and you are dealing with people that that they don't have your back, that they're not rooting for you, that they're not proud of your successes. If anything, when you become successful, they become resentful. I mean, come on, give me some hearts or something out there when you see, hey, Alexi, how are you? Now that's a successful woman right there. That woman is a badass. But how many times, as women, do we not support each other? And I think that's what International Women's Day is about. Most of us, and almost everybody on this, hey, Joan, how are you? Just about everybody on this is in a male-dominated industry. And I'm going to Chicago on Tuesday. I'm speaking in a male-dominated industry. It's not automotive, but and I was making the slides today, for what I'm going to speak on. And I thought, dang, sometimes our worst critics and the people that are the toughest on us are women. When we're all trying to do the same thing in life, girls, we're all trying to survive. We're all trying to thrive. We're all trying to find our way in this world that's let's be real. It's heavily male dominated. Whatever it is, what it is. I like doing what I do, so it's okay. I don't mind. It makes me have to be better every single day. But there are days that it's really tough. And if I didn't have people that I could count on, people that would just call me and just say nice things, like what all of you were saying today, and encourage me. Like, I don't think I'd be able to do what I do. And I just think it's so important. There's just so much, we see so much junk flying around social media and around Facebook, and the politics and the coronavirus and this person's mad at this person and blah, blah, blah. But as women, we need to come together. Now, I think Anthony could probably be the president of our tribe because he is so sweet. He writes the nicest things about all his friend girls. I like to call them friend girls, not girlfriends, right? Because when you're a guy, they're your friend girls. And, we need more Anthonys in the world. We need more men that will, support us. And I have lots of those guys in my life, lots of them. I can think about them. Frank Lopes and Glenn Lundy and Dan Moore. And I don't want to forget anybody, so I should probably quit calling out names. But I think about my really good guy friends that no matter what, like I know they're in my camp and they're rooting for me. But more importantly, I could not do what I do on a daily basis. I could not, I don't know, be as positive as I am if it wasn't for my girlfriends, if it wasn't for my tribe, right? And how many times, ladies, like, do we see our tribes sometimes start to separate? You get a big group of women, and then you get this little clique over here, and this little clique over here, and this little clique over here within the group. And I've seen it over and over again. And God, it takes me back to high school and to college and to everything, and I just think as women that this is a day that we have to remember that we've got to be here for each other. We've got to root for each other. Every industry needs synergy. Thank you. Oh, Sandy, showing the way. Thank you. I don't know that I am or I'm not showing the way, but I'm older than a lot of you. I feel old as dirt some days, but and I've just, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I think about some of my toughest, darkest days. And if it wasn't for my best friend, Renee Bagelsdorf, walking into my showroom floor one morning when I needed her, or when Rebecca Contreras didn't, intercept me at an event and said, I haven't talked to you in 2 weeks. What's going on with you? And then we ended up having dinner that night. Like, I can just go on and on about stories about my friends that we're so connected and so bonded that they know me typically better than I know me. Right? And who are those people in your life? How do we bring women together so that we are stronger together, which is what International Women's Day is about? How do we do that? How do we do it where there's not this petty jealousy, or there's people picking up the phone and talking about this? Like, I've just experienced it all. And my really close friends know, like, I choose not to participate. I just choose not to participate in all of it. So sometimes people think, oh, she's so aloof and she doesn't talk, or blah, blah, or she doesn't come to things. I don't come because I know what the outcome's going to be. And I choose not to participate in it. I mean, I've spent my whole career supporting women, and I just don't want to get into situations where I think that women are not supporting each other. And I see it all the time, y'all. I see it all the time. Or I get on these crazy email texts or text texts, and I won't answer back, because the best way to combat things like that sometimes is just not to participate. Let's see what you guys have to say about that. Heather, today is a great day to celebrate our womanhood, and I'm grateful for each of you. Thank you, Heather. Oh, I miss you, girl. Anthony, you're the president of our tribe. Oh, Anthony, we love you. You are just, you are just a girl's guy. Does that make sense? But, Sandy, not me, meaning, oh, I am older than the most. Women can be tough, right? So not only as women are we tough on ourselves, sometimes we are our biggest critics, but we're tough on each other. We're really tough on each other. And it makes me sad. And so, I have decided, like, the older I get, the tighter my circle gets. the and Sharon Lecter. I think about my many talks with my dear friend Sharon, who's just so wise and just whatever. And I mean, there's just a lot of things as women that we have to juggle. There really are. We're the caretakers of our families, sometimes our parents, our grandkids, our kids. We're the ones to make sure that we keep everything together. All of it, right? And women are more social than men. So we tend to have a lot more friends than that men do. But so many of them are just acquaintances, because the minute you turn your back, they're like, nah, about you. Right. And so, I think about all that. And so how much pressure that we put on ourselves as women. And so today's a day that, I mean, I didn't do my hair, obviously. God, I got like weird hair looking like I got lines on my neck. This is the day that we need to come together, ladies, and we need to reflect about what it means to be a friend, what it means to truly build a tribe, what it means to stand by your girlfriend when things aren't so shiny, or what it means to have to go confront your girlfriend when you see she's making a mistake. Because you have to care enough to have conflict. And my best friends, and I'm just sharing my personal experience, but my best friends in the world, like I said, they are there every time I win. They're there cheering me on, and they're sitting in the front row. And when I lose, they're picking me up. And when I'm making mistakes, they're calling me out. And when I'm in turmoil, they're helping me kind of figure out my way and to figure out which way I should go, what I should do. I mean, because let's face it, guys and gals, life is about, hey, Jim Fitzpatrick, we need more CEOs in the auto groups. Talk about another guy that gets it. Jim Fitzpatrick, golly, I mean, he just gets it. And I think that the CEO of Auto Nations got her job because of Jim. Oh, thank you, Jim. You're so sweet. But, he's a guy that gets it. He's got a beautiful, gorgeous wife, Bridget. And he has been, just like, Anthony and some other great men in the automotive industry, been big proponents of women in the auto industry. But, I'm even taking all that off the table today, ladies. I'm taking all of that off of the table. More women in every industry. Like, I get it. We can beat that drum to death. But today, it's about us supporting each other. It's about us helping each other, helping other women step up, maybe giving a hand down to pull a younger one up and to mentor them, or just send them a text and say, hey, I'm thinking about you today. If I can help, call me. It doesn't take a lot of effort to support each other. And there are just some women that are so good at it. Look at our friend Michelle McLean. Oh my gosh, she makes memes for everybody's birthdays, and she's there, and she's, so there's people like Michelle, and then there's other people in the world that, I don't know, they're not my friends, so it doesn't matter, but I'm acquainted with them. I'll say it that way. And I look at some of their stuff and I'm like, meh, they're not good friends. Hey, Tina Cardosi, how are you? Christopher Campbell, how are you? Melissa Skinner sharing, thank you. Yeah. What does Alexi say? Congrats on the success and thanks for sharing from the heart. I gotta jump and do one of those taking care of families. Oh, you're welcome, Alexi. But anyways, ladies, so what are we going to do to help each other be more successful? Because not everybody here is in the auto industry. Not everybody's here is in a male-dominated industry. But at the end of the day, we still fundamentally have a lot of the same issues that I think all women around the world have. So not only do I believe that we need to support women, our friends and locally, but women around the world. I mean, I think about how when I've been reading some of these articles from today, how blessed we are to live in America, how blessed we are to have what we have. And there's just women all over the world, and they're walking miles just to go get water, and girls who can't get past 8th grade to get an education. And, all of that, we have so much going for us. Why are we not all coming together and helping each other be more successful? Why don't we do that? Hey, James, how are you? Craig Lockhart. Oh, Michelle is one of a kind. They broke the mold with Michelle McLean. Absolutely. Hey, Lisa, how are you? We got to take care of each other and build for a better future. We do need to. But how do we do that, y'all? How do we realistically, like, I was sitting here today and I'm working on some stuff for some clients. And then I was like, I need to write a blog for Cars Her Way for International Women's Day. And then I'm like, what do I say? What do I say? Do I say, hey, quit being that girl that stabs her friends in the back, quit being that friend that's not loyal when times get tough, quit being that person who just wants to be your friend when you're riding high and everybody wants to use your Rolodex. Like, quit being that person. Be real every single day. And I tell people, love me or hate me, you're always going to know where I stand with you. You're always going to know where I stand. And, life's too short to have fake friends. Life's too short to try to impress people that you don't need to impress. Who cares? Life's too short not to get rid of the people after you find out that they're frauds, right? All of the above. But today's the day. It is the day for us to reflect on that. It's the day to think about not just women here in the US, but women around the world that need us. And I'm really racking my brain and I haven't even told Sharon Lechter this yet, but I was going to talk to Sharon and Melissa Burrow and some other people. And how do we do some sort of business, almost like a Facebook Live, but something that we could get out around the world that could help women around the world, that they could learn from what we've done here. I don't know. I've just thought a lot about it lately. I look at what these seed loans can do for these women in other countries. You can give them $30 and it can save their life, because they can go plant seeds in the fields. They can buy a goat. That means they can have, anyways, I'm going to go on and on about it. As a foundation founder, I'm reminded every day how altruistic Americans are. Yeah, women out there supporting each other are as many as men. It's inspiring. Yeah, so I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, because depending on what Facebook feed you're coming in on, I can't always see your names. I got somebody there on Periscope. I have like 5 followers on Periscope, y'all. It's like I am a non-entity on Periscope, but I'm trying to build it up, right? I'm trying to get that message out. But if you guys and gals think about something we could do. And so it would be free, just so don't anybody think, oh, we're going to make a bunch of money on this. Like, I want to do it for free. How could we put together a virtual business summit, which I see these virtual things all the time. You've got to pay whatever. But like I just had this dream of kind of like what we did with Michelle Shree when the Auto Fam came together. It was a lot of non-auto people too. And we went 24 hours and we raised money for her. I have this dream that I want to do this 24-hour business-a-thon and like 30-minute increments. And, all you can do is teach. You have to teach. You're not allowed to pitch. We're not here to sell anything to anybody. But if we could get thousands of people to share this, and I bring together, let's see, that'd be 48 business experts, right? And it doesn't have to be women. It could be men too. Totally. I don't think it's ever been done. Now, nobody go out there and steal my idea because it's on Facebook Live. So if someone goes and does it, I'm going to be mad. No, I'm kidding. There is not, we can't do enough, but imagine getting 48 experts, giving them 30 minutes to teach, and we go around the clock with it. We did it too when we raised money for the human trafficking from Grow Your Business for God's Sake. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I was part of that too. And it was wonderful. But what if we did that? And we geared it toward entrepreneurs all around the world. Now, of course, my heart, and everyone knows, it's going to be for women entrepreneurs. But hey, if the boys can learn a thing or two too, that's awesome. And y'all, it would be free. It's not a pitch fest. It is just, and then I start thinking, well, if we have 48 people and they get everybody to share, like, do you think we could get that thing global? Could we pick a day that we go 24 hours around the clock, 30 minutes apiece? I'll teach on sales and somebody else teaches on marketing and someone else teaches on banking and accounting. And gosh, it doesn't matter how to go on Facebook. It could be anything. It could be anything. But imagine the impact, y'all, that would have around the world for entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs, because I think the barrier to entry for a lot of conferences is the price, or that people can't get away. Let's see what you guys have to say about that. Lisa Johnson says it's a great idea. I bet Anthony would jump on and teach and do a 30-minute class on how to hire good people. Melissa Skinner, I'm in when you're ready. 24 hours of growing others. Oh, I love that. Oh, Tony D says, punch me in. Okay, you guys, if you guys don't know my boy Tony D, I love him. I love you, Tony. I miss you. He's just one of my favorite humans on planet Earth, and he's got the best shoes of any man you ever want to meet. I can tell you that. And he's engaged to one of my former employees, who I think is a fantastic person, also, Jen. So good. Okay, so yeah, I mean, do you guys like that idea? I've been thinking all day. What is the give back? What could we do that I could enlist other people, that we could just like, I don't know. I mean, I think it could be a game changer. And don't get me wrong. I think there's plenty of women. I keep going back to women. And again, I want to have men teaching. So this is not a women, but it's International Women's Day. But if we could put on something that one set, I mean, it could change somebody's life. It could change somebody's life. I mean, everyone on this stream that I know that's saying, oh, thank you, Rescue Global. Gosh, Vanjie, thank you so much. I'm sorry. I'm in this like crazy kind of zzz mode, thinking about how to put on this 24-hour summit for entrepreneurs, women, but men too, for free, that could change the world, that could change a woman's life. But other than that, and I know that there's probably somebody, because I really prayed about this morning, I bet there's somebody on this stream that knows how to do that, So like if I took the lead to find the 48 people, right? So it'd be 30 minutes a piece for 24 hours. So that's 2 times 24 is 48, right? If somebody else could take the lead on how do we stream it? How do we stream it all over the world? Like, how does somebody in Africa see it? I don't know. I mean, do they even have Facebook? I really don't know. Like, I'm being really vulnerable right now, but I don't know the logistics. But hey, I want to help a gal in Brooklyn. I want to help a gal in Southern California and Mexico and Canada and England and France, whatever it may be, because I know 48 people, with probably 40 of them are sitting on this stream right now, that are amazing human beings. And what a give back this could be. And then, yeah, so how do we do it? Someone tells, oh, hold on, Tony D saying we could do it all via Facebook Live. Yes, Tony, which is how we've always done the other ones. But okay, so here's my question. How do we connect it, right? Because let's just say Susie Lunchbucket in Guam misses it. How could she go back, or how could we capture all 48 of them? So I've got StreamYard. I mean, could we send out Zoom links? I don't know, because what I'd like to do is have it live forever. So it could be a resource, and that could be just one little thing, y'all, that we could do to give back to women entrepreneurs and the guys that get it. That could be one little thing that we could give back today. Like, that could be a commitment on International Women's Day, that this group of people that, thank you, by the way, for jumping on a Sunday and just brainstorming this with me. How could we do it? Hold on. Anthony's saying, let's do it, Lisa. Text me. I'll help you set it up. Okay, cool. Well, I got Anthony. I got Tony D paying it forward with knowledge nuggets. Girl, that's amazing idea. I literally love the changing lives one person at a time. Okay, then that means you're in, right, Melissa Skinner? You're going to take one of those 30-minute things. Glenn Lundy's your guy. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I mean, because of course, I would bring Lundy in on this and ask him to be one of our people. LinkedIn. Okay. How do we run it on LinkedIn? Anyways, so I'm not going to bore you guys sitting here figuring that out, but I think we're in. I think we could do this, y'all. 48 of us, men and women, all industries, because it doesn't matter what you do. And frankly, I'm not even going to bug you about what you're going to teach, because I firmly believe, and this has been on my heart and I've prayed about it, that I believe that whoever needs to see it will see it at the time that they need to see it. I'm going to get Sharon to do something on financial literacy or Think and Grow Rich for women. Like I know enough rock stars, and then all of you are such rock stars, that I just know we could put together 48 really impactful people, right? Just impact. And every one of you have impact. Every one of you have got influence. Every one of you bring value. But see, y'all, that's the stuff we need to be doing with our time. right? Is figuring out how we all come together, how we all put this thing together, how we all together, 48 of us, arm in arm, go out and do something really big. And we donate our time, and we don't charge anybody any money. We don't want any money. We want to bring value, right? We want to bring value to these people, these women all over the world. Oh God, I'm getting chills talking about it. I'm so excited. Okay, hold on. Christopher's saying to reach other countries, maybe connect groups and organizations in those countries and get them to host viewing events. Whoo, I'm going to need somebody to take that on. Have I mentioned interest rates are in the 2s right now? So I can't even think about that right now. Like literally, we worked 16 hours yesterday, getting stuff ready for Monday. But what I would take on my piece is that I can set up a Google Doc and we could pick a date. So kind of throw me some time. Don't throw me particular dates, but do you think we should do it during the week? Now, remember, we're going to go 24 hours. So someone's going to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning doing it. But 3 o'clock in the morning on Central could be 9 o'clock in the morning in London. I have no clue what the time differences are. I probably just made myself sound really stupid. But anyways, so I just feel like, but then how do we bring it all together? How do we make sure that we can keep that 24 hours of content together so that we could gift it to people, or we could send it to chambers of commerce around the world? I don't know, but I don't think this has ever been done for 24 hours straight. Number one. Number two, it's probably never been done for free. It's never been done because, and that's cool, whatever. I mean, I charge to speak too, but I want this to be our give back. I want this to be our commitment on International Women's Day, that the tribe is going to come together and we're just going to do something good for humanity, Anthony, yes. Hold on. I missed what Anthony said then. Hold on. Can you imagine having 48 powerhouses? Oh, yeah. Coming here for 24 hours, change world. It'd be life change. Yes. Agreed, Anthony. Totally. This is what we need to do. Sandy says yes. James says excellent. James, I think you could come in and teach about social. All of you bring so much everything. You're all amazing people. Tina Cardosi, if you're still on, you could talk to women about how to dress, to go to work, how to be professional. All of that matters. All of it matters. Like there's not one subject, in my opinion, that is more important than another one. There really isn't. I've got a very dear friend, which she's not on here, but I bet you she will participate. Her name's Lauren Flanagan, and she's got a hedge fund, and she only funds women entrepreneurs. So, we bring on Lauren to talk about how do you raise money? How do you get capital? It's not easy, y'all. Oh God, it's not easy at all. That hair is driving me crazy. It's not. But finding strategic people like that. But I don't want to lose that content. I want to be able to keep all of our content together. So how do we do that and broadcast at the same time? I don't know. But I will reach out to Glenn Lundy, whoever told me that. Oh, Vanjie said that. Yeah, I'll reach out to Lundy because I don't think we were able to keep all the stuff together before. But anyways, so think about what I said. I'm trying to think about the best way to get a sign-up sheet out. Okay, first of all, let me go back to my last question. Should we do it during the week or should we do it on a weekend? Because remember, there's going to be people that do it at midnight and 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. And I'll sign up for one of those tough times. Because if I'm going to be the general on this deal, I've got to be willing to pay the, sacrifice. So that's cool. Ivanka Trump as a guest teacher. Now that would be fun. Yeah, we could do it from the White House or something. Okay. I don't want to hear any hate, but I love Ivanka Trump. I love her, period. End of story. Don't be hating on me. Don't be sending me whatevers. I think she's fantastic. I think she is fantastic. I'm kind of a fan. I'm a fangirl of Ivanka. There's no doubt. Oh, start at Saturday night. Anthony's saying start at Saturday night at 11 p.m. Oh, hi, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle, you know what, girl, you need to do one. If you just jumped on, you need to be one of our teachers on how to thrive with grace. I didn't say survive, girl. I said thrive, because you are amazing and you inspire me every single day. If I haven't told you that lately, you're beautiful and you're brave and you're I don't know. I love you, and we all love you, and so you've been a huge inspiration. Tony D is saying if it's archived, the days of the week are a bit irrelevant. Oh, that's a good point, Tony. What I was hoping was is a bunch of people could watch it live, and I'm not even sure if Facebook would throttle it. I don't know. Okay, I need to know in this lineup of people right now, is there anybody that would take the lead to figure out and put it up here? Would figure out how the heck. Like, so example, like I'm doing one right now. Boom, 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 boom. And then my 30 minutes is up. So now it's Tony D's time to jump on. How do we, which, I mean, I feel like we did that. I don't know, but how would I tee it over to Tony D? And then how would Tony D tee it over to Anthony? And then how would how would Susie in England know to follow Lisa and then Tony and then Anthony? How would she know to follow that? Maybe it would be in our comments, like, hey, I'm live right now. All of us share it. And then I maybe tag Tony D. He's up next. And then they could hit Tony D's Facebook page. And then he would tag Anthony. And then it would just go like that. Let's see. What is it? Anthony's saying, we started Michelle's Facebook Live-a-thon, started at midnight, Saturday, Sunday. That is the right time. Yeah, I agree. And that's probably easier for people to get up at 2:00 in the morning if it's on a weekend. So guys, I want to do this in the next 30 days. It's on my heart. I know that I'm supposed to do it. I'm not supposed to do it. Excuse me. I'm supposed to serve up the idea and I'm supposed to support it. And I'm supposed to put together people that feel the same way I do, which is all of you on here, because you're all amazing humans. And we need 48 people, we need 48 people. And it doesn't matter who they are, because every single human that we know has value. And every single human we know has something to talk about. And every single human we know has something to share and teach the world. And then what if it went longer than 40? What if it went longer than 24 hours? Okay. What if there was more than 48 people that wanted to do it? Cool. What if it was 148 people that wanted to do it? Cool. Because this is not the kind of thing that we would turn anybody down. If somebody feels convicted enough that they've got 30 minutes worth of content. Now, and it wouldn't be chit chat like what I'm doing right now. This is just a chit chat like conversation with all my friends on International Women's Day. It would be like content. It'd be like, okay, hey, it's Lisa Copeland. And today I'm going to talk to you about, sales, building a sales strategy for your team or whatever. I mean, that was not what I would do for an entrepreneur, but, anyways, so obviously I need to put some thought into what I would teach also, but probably, going from mediocrity to mastery in, forced, which is what I'm doing in Chicago this week. So, something like that. Boom. So it would not just be like, hey, like what I'm doing right now. It'd be like you would have content and you would have, what you're going to talk about. And I don't care what you talk about as long as it's business related. And like I said, so let's just put it out there that 48 people is the minimum. We get 148 people, the world will be blessed. There will be somebody out there or many people that hears Anthony's message or Tony's message or James's or Christopher's or Michelle's or Vanjie's or whoever's message, and it'll change their life. It'll change their life. God, does that not give y'all chills? Like, we have that kind of power on social media. So versus just getting on social media all the time, what if we used it for good? Which I know we've used it for good before. Don't get me wrong, but like all of us coming together, all of us making this pact on International Women's Day. So do me a favor and drop it in the comments. Don't message me. If you message me, I'm so bad about checking in. Oh my God, I know all of you do too. I'm not trying to act like I get any more than anyone else, but I can't keep up. I cannot keep up. But if you drop it in the comments, go ahead and share this out. But in the share, if you share this out, will you write a note, say, hey, we're trying to put together 48 trainers, speakers, I don't know what you'd call us. We're all the above, entrepreneurs that want to donate 30 minutes of their time for a global summit for entrepreneurs. Something, I don't know. Y'all come up with the wording for me, right? But whatever's authentic to your group. And yeah, let's just see what kind of thing we get. Do I have a way, Tony or Anthony or somebody out there who's smarter than me, to post a Google Doc to Facebook where we could just set up the times and people just go in and grab their times. I don't care. Just go grab any time, grab any subject. As long as, you know the rules. No pitches, no money, and not business. It's got to be business related. You have to bring value to your audience, right? Oh, thanks, Fanji. Let's see. Christopher says, I'd be willing to do one of the overnight videos. Okay, you're so hired, Christopher. You are so hired, my dear. Melissa Skinner, and yes, this would make Jim so happy to be able to contribute in any way. Well, okay, what am I missing about Jim? Whoa. What is it that Jim can do? I don't know. But can somebody, okay, so anyways, just drop your name in. Like, okay, so all I want you to say and share this out is say, I'm in with your name, and then I'm going to put you on a list. But then what do we do with it? Is it I'm in with your email address so I can send out the Google Doc, which I know that that's what we did on Michelle's deal. I know that Glenn sent out a Google Doc to all of us and we signed up for our time slot. And then Glenn and I ended up doing 2 or 3 of them because we didn't, there were just people, life happens. Sometimes they couldn't get on or whatever. Hold on. Anthony says, I don't think you should put as those volunteer. You should handpick the 48, Lisa. Oh, okay. Well, but yeah, okay. Anthony, I don't disagree with you. And I totally know what you're saying here, but I also don't want to leave anybody out because there's people that I don't know that are fabulous. And the last couple of weeks, I've been in contact with some people that are fabulous that I really didn't know much about them. And now that I know about them, I'm like huge fangirl. So I have 48 people all day, but then who am I leaving out? Somebody that wants to contribute to the world. So even though I get you, Anthony, and I like it, I don't want to exclude anybody. I feel like this is a mission thing. And I feel like that we're going to get the people we need. And some people are going to be stronger than others. Let's be real. Okay. Some people are going to be stronger than others, but how do people get strong without practicing, right? And without being invited into the circle? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to overrule that one, Anthony. I want people invited. I want people to feel like that. Again, you have to have business content. You don't just get on here and do what I'm doing right now and rambling. You got to have business content. You've got to have a reason that something you're going to talk about. So let me kick that around. Anthony, shoot me one of your long voice texts. Because I know you will, on some ideas. And any of you, if you've got any ideas, just shoot them over to me at lisa@lisacopeland.com. But I really want to figure out how in the heck do I do some sort of virtual sign-up sheet? And then, yes, Anthony, I think that we could vet people. I think we could go in and go, okay, who is this person? And you look at their Facebook and there's some kind of crackpot. I totally get that. I think that there's, they've got to be decent, respectable people, but I sure don't want to exclude anybody by accident or by omission or by whatever, because talk about getting hurt feelings. Wow. We put on something like this and then we did not invite somebody to join. And I don't want to do that. I want to be inclusive. So I hear you, Anthony, but I think there could be a better way to do it. I don't know what it is, though, friend. I do not know what it is. Although, Anthony, you could be the vetter if you want to be. We could get the whole signups, and then, you and Michelle and a couple other people could go through and just vet them and make sure they're not crackpots. We don't want any crackpots on our World Summit, right? Don't want any crackpots, but we want everybody to be invited to participate that feels a calling for it, right? And has good content, right? Hold on. Just like WIA, you need to apply to make sure the content and speakers you're looking for. Oh, Anthony, I don't want to make it that hard. Not yet. Not the first time. I don't want to get into applications because it won't happen. If we do that, it will not happen. We're all too busy. I am way too busy right now. It won't happen. Oh, and Anthony says, I'll handle it. Okay, you're hired. We'll have to negotiate your salary, Anthony, but you're hired. And that's cool. But again, but I want everybody to be able to participate, Anthony, who has got a good message and good content. They may not be as polished as somebody else. I think that's okay though. I think that people who will be watching this need to know, somebody might get on, it might be their very first time doing a Facebook Live and I think that's cool. I think that's cool. And then I think, Anthony, we could do a big Zoom meeting or something, or I don't know, something to do the rules. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling now and I'm sorry. Is this today? I jumped in like, no, Patricia, no, sweetie. It's my idea that I wanted to come to the tribe with on International Women's Day, that I want to put on a world summit, virtual world summit, free. And so the 48 of us, it'll be 24 hours, half an hour a piece, 48 of us would go and we would just teach something about business, from social media to financial planning to sales to marketing to administration. I don't know. Business is so multifaceted, right? And so I just don't think any subject is taboo. I don't think any subject is not good. Okay, good. Yeah, Patricia's in. Yeah. So anyways, so all of you stay tuned. I'm going to let please drop me at lisacopeland.com if you've got an idea on. Okay, number one is the sign-up sheet. How do we create the sign-up sheet and get it out to people? So that number two, that sign-up sheet can go to Anthony, and Anthony can go through and vet them. Because, to his point, we will probably end up dropping some people off just because they're not our people, right? But I also want to make it open to people that that I don't know, that might be absolutely amazingly fabulous and have a great message. I just don't have the pleasure of knowing them yet. So hold on, Google Doc Drive link. Okay. So Patricia, would you handle that one piece? Give me a thumbs up or a yes or something like that. So would the Drive link be where we could put that on Facebook, or I could put it into this broadcast and then everybody could jump in and sign up? I need to pick a date for it. And y'all, it's just going to be one of those dates. It's just going to be one of those dates that we're going to have to pick a date. We're going to have to stick with it. And if for some reason you're traveling or you can't participate, I'm sorry, we'll have to catch you on the next one. We can't be moving the date around for just one person, right? Makes sense. But I agree with Anthony and with Tony. I think we're going to do it on a Saturday night, starting at midnight, and then run it 24 hours. Or was it Friday at midnight? Okay. Oh, yay. Okay. Patricia Lynn Burgess, you are my hero. She's going to make the Google Doc link. Patricia, shoot me an email, girl, lisa@lisacopeland.com, so you and I can go back and forth on that. Let's just plan the date like in 2 weeks. Come on. Let's just look right now. Why not? Why not? As my friend Sharon Lecter would say. What about Saturday, March 28th? Patricia, write that down, babe. We're going to need 48 30-minute time slots starting at midnight on Saturday, March 28th. I'm writing it down right now because, And then I will put up a link. Hopefully that link is something people could link on. And so I don't know. Patricia, shoot me an email, babe. No, Saturday at midnight. Is that right, Anthony? Saturday at midnight. That's the 28th. Yeah. March 28th is Saturday. Friday at midnight, the car industry will be working. Okay. Yeah, you're right. And there's going to be a lot of car people because that's so much of our tribe and our inner circle. And there's so much value in all the car people, man. We can teach people how to run the world. You run a car dealership, you can run the world. I'm convinced. Okay, cool. All right. So March 28th it is. We're going to start it at midnight. Patricia, shoot me an email. Anthony, I'll be in contact with you. And I don't even know how I'm going to get it out to you, but I'm sure Patricia's going to tell me how to do it. Yep, Patricia. Okay. All right. So that being said, go out, support a woman today, support a woman-owned business today. Tell a woman that you know that you love her. Write an amazing post like what Anthony did earlier today, calling out all his friend girls and women that, he admires, which I think is just so cool. And let's just do something really big together that could just maybe benefit millions of people. Who knows, right? Who knows? I just think that we all have so much value, and I'm trying to teach one thing, and Anthony's teaching another, and Tony we're all out, spreading our good news everywhere. I think it's going to be fun to make it a concise 24-hour, a concise deal. And then figuring out how to loop it all together and all that good stuff. That's a whole nother bag of balls. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm going to not babble on anymore. I've been on for 44 minutes. That's 44 minutes of me on a Sunday afternoon. My apologies. Anyways, I love you guys and gals. You guys are awesome. I'm excited to do this with you. And even if you don't want to participate, you could be one of our ambassadors and you could be sharing it out and tagging people in it. And I'm going to get Michelle McLean to draw up some sort of logo for it because she's a superstar when it comes to that. So anyways, okay, everybody, I love you. Happy International Women's Day. I'm proud to be friends with all of you, and I want to support you any way I can. And I'm super excited that we're doing this on March 28th, which would have been my dad's birthday. So that's kind of a good day to do it too. So anyways, okay, guys, go enjoy your Sunday. Bye-bye.